Hello, everyone. We're now joined by Coach Harbaugh, Junior Colson, and J.J. McCarthy for the post-game press conference. We're going to start by asking Coach Harbaugh to give an opening statement about this week and today's game, and then we will open up the floor for questions. Please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation when asking a question. We have mic runners on both sides of the room. Coach Harbaugh? Harbaugh, I'll start with you.
Thank you. Happy New Year. A great way to start the new year off, and glorious. That was glorious. It was a tremendous football game. Congratulate Alabama on a terrific game, and their great players and coaching staff and their fans. That was an epic game, and glorious is how I feel. That was a tremendous win.
Thanks, Coach. Our first question will come here from the front.
Thank you. Coach Harbaugh, Jim Trotter, The Athletic. Wanted to ask you, you talk a lot about getting to the apex, and you're as close as you've ever been on the collegiate level. I wonder what this moment means for you and what it would mean for you if you were to take that final step and win the national championship.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. It's what it means to these guys, to our players the most, to them to be champions, for their parents to have their son be a champion, their brothers and sisters, their grandparents, for our coaches, for my kids, to have a dad, be a champion, and my parents, and just those people that get to feel what that's like. That's kind of long gone for me. It's just, my joy, my ecstatic joy is for our players and our coaches and our fans and our families, that they get to experience that joy of being a champion.
Our next question comes here from the front on the left.
Steve Kornacki, Wolverine Report. Oh, I better keep this. Jim, you guys have gained 41 yards offense in the second half until that last drive when your backs were totally to the wall. What enabled you guys to have the drive you had to tie it up? And if it could be a two-part question, talk about what Blake did on the game-winning touchdown.
I would just say, credit to a great defense. They played tremendous. They had a great game plan for us. And, it's just all about focusing on the next play, one play at a time, and just staying in the present moment and just worrying about the assignment that you have to go out there and execute. And, we weren't really getting things going, but that never bothered us because it's all in the past, and we're just focusing on staying in the present and controlling the future. So, to answer your second question, that's everything that I see out of Blake on a day-to-day basis, and everything that Blake is. When everyone's tired, when it's overtime, he's going to be the guy that shows out, just like he does in sprints when we run him in the off-season. So, it was nothing new for me. It was just amazing the world got to see it.
Yeah, I would just say that it's just the way this team is built, and the way how connected they are as players, and we are as a team. It's unanimous support for each and every guy, and it's almost been an unfair advantage. I mean, all the things that the team has gone through. I mean, we don't care anymore. We don't care what people say. We don't care about anything that comes up. We just know we're going to overcome it because it's unanimous support from every single guy on the team. Blake, the best. I mean, there's nobody we love more than Blake. Let's get Blake up here. And the guys up front. I mean, the front seven in the defense. The coverage on the back end, our offensive line, our tight ends, our running backs, just the physicality. There was two teams that were really physical, really tough teams up front. I really felt this game was if ever a game was going to be won up front, it was going to be won with toughness and physicality, and our guys were just were just there in rhythm and got it done. And epic game. But it's the togetherness. I guess what people don't know, how could they know? How could they know what the togetherness is like? And there's just nothing that can separate these guys.
Our next question comes from the gentleman in the flag.
And Blake is the huge. I mean, he's the in so many ways. JJ is the glue. Junior's the glue. Blake's the glue. I could name you 50 other guys that are the glue. But I mean, it is so tight.
Our next question will be right up here in the front.
Hey guys, John W. Davis with the Orange County Register and the Southern California News Group right up here in the front. This question's for JJ and Junior. JJ, I'll start with you. You told me at Media Day that you've been staying up late preparing for these games. Did you prepare for a fourth quarter and an overtime like this? And then Junior, how much did the defense manifest, those stops to win this game?
Just having the month that we had to prepare, I just wanted to leave no stone unturned. Going back to 2017, 2018, 2019, all the way up into the present moment, just, making sure that I was locked in on all cylinders in every situation, fourth quarter, overtime, fourth down, and that big completion to Blake, just everything about it was just making sure I was the most prepared guy on the field so I can go out there and help my teammates the best I can.
First off, all glory to God, but you just got to see the way our defense practice, the way our defense trains to the ball, the way our defense, prepares. It's always 11-on-1. It's never 1-on-11. So, that's the way we went out there and played, made those stops. We're all playing together as a unit. We trust the guy next to us because we're brothers, Just like Coach said, it's a big glue. It's a big glue. We trust each other, and, just got to go out there and make our plays.
Yeah. It also, things that guys go through. They go through injury. They go through tough training environments, practices, games. Those are the situations that I'm talking about, and those adversity. That's the adversity, and it unfair because our guys. They train so hard, like Junior says. They practice so hard. They play so hard, and it's their individual mental toughness that gets them through. But it's also someone. It's also someone else, someone on the team, someone in their family, their teammate or teammates that's just right there by their side, right there that has their back. And Ben Herbert, who's always there, right by their side. He is an absolute. What adjective could you
Assassin.
say? Trained assassin. That resonates. And he's got their backs, and it's so much credit to Ben Herbert and his staff, for putting us in those situations, putting us in those tough training environment situations. So when it comes to these situations, I was calm. That fourth quarter, that overtime, I just felt like there's nothing that we couldn't overcome inside of this stadium today.
Our next question will be all the way in the back on the right.
This one's for Coach Harbaugh, Ryan Hennessy, WVTM, NBC in Birmingham. That last play when Alabama had the ball, it looks like you guys went back and forth with timeouts. What did you see? And then when they finally snapped the ball, what did you guys see on defense?
Yeah, we just had everybody in there. It was everybody. It was we call it Twister, and it was everybody there, everybody to the ball. Similar to Alabama, man. Every time you get inside the 5-yard line, they're in zero every down. And my favorite play, me and JJ's favorite play, got us in the end zone there when we really needed it. We were just all out, selling out, and playing for that. Well, let Junior go ahead, Junior. Why don't you describe it?
We're playing cover zero. Coach was telling us, all the time, this is the moment we were built for. This is the moment where we could come out here and play for. And we knew exactly what was going to happen. It's like when the moments gets tough, who you go to? You always go to your best player. They went to their best player, and when we were right there to stop it, So we sent the house. I said it's fourth down. It's one last play. Everybody's trained to the ball.
Yeah, and so much credit to Jesse Minter. Woo! And Sharon Moore, Jay Harbaugh, all of our coaches.
Our next question comes from the second row here in the middle. The mic's coming over right here.
Stuart Mandel from The Athletic. For any or all of you, you obviously represent the Big Ten when you go out there in a game like this, and it's the first time that a Big Ten team has beaten an SEC team in the playoffs since the first year in 2014. What does that mean to you guys?
It just means everything, just think about how far we've come, all the, hardships that we went through as a team and as a brotherhood. Just being able to do it on this stage, it's been 26 years since Michigan won in this building, and, the second most appearance out of any college in the entire country playing in this game. So, it's just amazing the way it happened, but, ultimately it's everything that Coach said. We can't do it without the unity that we have. Everything that we went through this entire year, it made us unbreakable, and in the biggest moments we were going to show up.
We have time for two more questions. We'll do one more right here.
Coach Harbaugh, right here in front of you, LT Lewis at TT Sports, TD1, playing in the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. What does it mean to you and your coaching staff? That's my first question.
Glorious. It was right where we wanted to be. It's everything that we worked for, everything that we prepared for, everything we hoped for, everything we trained and strained for it, and the team just was not going to be denied. JJ said it when he walked off this same podium last year in the semifinal game and said, we're going to be back. And what he told me was, not only are we going to be back, we're going to win. And there he did, and in overtime against Alabama, I think the last quarterback to win in overtime against Alabama was none other than Tom Brady. And I've said it before, but this is right here. This is the greatest quarterback in University of Michigan football, college football history. Got a long way to go to get to get where Tom Brady eventually got to, which is the GOAT. I mean, he's lapped the field when it comes to that. But in a college career, there's been nobody at Michigan better than JJ. And I know we talk about an amalgamation of quarterbacks. He is that guy. And my guy Junior Colson, man. I mean, was it all worth it? I mean,
it's always
all the training.
It's always worth it.
Always. It's been worth it.
And then my last question for JJ, your offensive line, when you had to have ball control, run the football, able to throw the football, talk about them. What made it so special for you to be back there, knowing that the guys don't give you time to make the play you have to make to win the game?
I mean, the offense doesn't go unless those big boys go. And that's just been, Coach Harbaugh mentioned it. This game was going to be won in the trenches. And I feel like, they did a tremendous job taking out two great edge rushers, two great interior guys. I've had people reach out to me, like Brad Nessler, great guy, love him. He said, watch out for 15 and 41. They're coming for you. And, I never really felt them all game just because of the tremendous job that Ladarius did and Trente did and, Keegs, Nuge, Carson stepping up in a big-time role. Like, everything about that, unit just meshes so well together, through the adversity with Zach going down. And, just all the credit goes to them. That's the heartbeat of our team. Blake would stand up here and say the same thing. Those big boys, we owe it all to them.
The last question will be from Rachel right there in the second seat there.
Hi, Rachel Bachman from the Wall Street Journal. Congratulations, Coach. There's a lot of interest in your future. I wonder if you can tell me what the chances are that the championship game might be your last one at Michigan.
Boy, my future consists of a happy flight back to Ann Arbor, Michigan. Can't wait.
That'll be our final question. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate you for covering this year's college football
Have a great rest of your
at the
night.
Rose Bowl.